just came back from China, and over there I ran across this street fashion store called Mr. Enjoy the Money, or MEDM for short. And they had a lot of cool, wacky ass designs. Like one of the shirts I saw looked like it had a doormat stitched on the back. But anyways, fuck all that, because turns out they had a goddamn Evangelion collaboration, which I think could be for the upcoming 30th anniversary of Neon Genesis Evangelion. And if you don't know what Neon Genesis Evangelion is, get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding. Neon Genesis Evangelion is an anime that aired in 1995, where the main protagonist, a teenage boy named Shinji Ikari, is recruited by his father to pilot a giant mecha robot called an Evangelion, and defend the Earth from beings known as angels. Recruit is a very generous term, it was more like he was forced to, alongside a bunch of other characters. But anyways, this was a very iconic animated series, and it's kinda embarrassing that this guy doesn't know about it, but still, not as embarrassing as how much money I've wasted on these MEDM Evangelion apparel. There's 3 fucking jackets in there. I don't even wear jackets, but goddammit, these designs are just way too cool, I can't control myself! So irresponsible spending aside, let's take a look at these limited collab pieces. First on the list is this Eva Unit 13 t-shirt. This is basically one of the robots that the main character pilots. I'm not gonna go into what's going on in this scene, but you can tell that some shit is going down from the spears that the Eva is holding that go all the way behind the sleeves. So you can tell not only the people in front of you, but also the people behind you. You're a goddamn weeb. With good taste, cuz. Look at this shit, it's just so, I don't even know how to say this, it's so over the top. It's definitely not your typical anime shirt. Here's some of the MEDM branding, of course. And they mixed it up so that it says Mr. Enjoy the Evangelion, which I do be doing. Next piece of clothing that I wasted my money on is this grey jacket with this weird looking dude nailed on a cross. It's not Jesus, and I'm not gonna explain because it's just way too complicated. So they have him up here in the middle of this MEDM lettering that is stitched on. Very nice. And on the hood they've also stitched on this SEAL logo, which is like this secret organization in the show. Fun fact, the organization's whole purpose is to turn all of humanity into soup. Like, I'm simplifying it a lot, but it's really what they do. Anyways, overall, pretty cool jacket. But now, it's time for the main event. The next 2 jackets which I think are sick as hell. First up is the Eva Unit 02 jacket, which is piloted by another character named Asuka. And I almost skipped on this one cause these are not cheap. But then I saw these promo shots of this Asuka cosplayer modeling in it, and I was like,
damn, what is that, bro?
The hood is stitched with super accurate details from the head of Eva Unit 02, with these white and orange patterns, and the glowing green eyes. And if you want to go freak mode, you can zip it all the way up and... There's a big M with the robot printed inside here, with a few more details around just to remind you what's up. And you know what? Thank fuck I picked it up, because this would be way too cool a piece to miss out on. And now last of all, the Eva Unit 01 jacket. This is the main Eva of the show, probably the most iconic one. It has the same stitching details of the Eva hit, but if you take a closer look, this one has a lot of complex linings that also match up with the anime. It's mostly all purple, which makes the other colors pop so much more, like those sharp white eyes, and the red bleeding from them as if they've been... For these logos, they seem to be going for a more low-key kind of style, with this dark shiny green print. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they just slapped on the neon green, but I guess the point is for it to be something actually wearable, instead of being a cosplay piece. Still super cool though. I love the way those eyes are just glaring at the sides. I don't think purple is a color I normally wear, but this shade is really cool. I just gotta
testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock, before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors closed. I felt like bad boy street team, I couldn't work the locks, now let's go. Take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no phone in my apartment. Let's take them back to the club. At least about an hour I stand online. I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay favorite line, dog, in due time. Now they look at me like, damn dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend. I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl.
Hey yo, I hope that was worth it cause I just got laughed at by a bunch of kids. So if you're vibing with this shit maybe, drop a like or a subscribe. Or don't, I'm not your dad. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be